Hello everyone, welcome to Let's Play. We're going to do a trivia night, and we have with us a colleague and dear friend of mine, Chuck Taft, a mentor, a friend, and all around trivia like guru. Thank you, Chuck, for being here.
Yeah, I don't know if guru is the name, more of like a kind of can't sleep at night addict. I think that's probably a better way to put it when it comes to trivia, but thanks for letting me do this, Michael, and thanks again for an awesome Hive Summit and the like 1 or 2 hours that you put into the whole thing. That was very nice of you to give up those 120 minutes of your life for this incredible PD that we got going.
It just took a mere minute of my time.
Yes.
I am really excited to do trivia with you, Chuck. And Chuck had sort of tossed us out at the end of the year. He's like, "Oh, I'll do a trivia if you want for Hive Summit." And I was like, oh, yes, because Chuck ran these trivia nights. Like what you're going to experience, we would do. You did it every Friday, right?
No, it's about every other Friday during quarantine. Well, and we missed a couple because we had Will Piper come in one time, but yeah, we did I think 5 or 6 trivias starting in late March. So yeah, it was kind of good times.
That's
brought everybody
awesome.
back together.
It was, I gotta say, on my end, it was super fun. When I had Mila, we did it together, and
yeah,
you definitely made it a family experience, a fun experience, and you guys are gonna see, like, Chuck just comes up with some creative questions and some things that I think we could steal for our classrooms, as some of us are gonna be going virtually back to school, and you're gonna want to think of like ways to sort of interact in kind of a fun way. Some of these questions would just be awesome to start your sort of advising activity or advising day with, for sure.
And Michael and I are going to kind of mention it as well, but our plan is to try to do it. At least I teach 8th grade, and we're going to try to do something like this with 8th grade families in like 4 weeks once school starts, maybe near the end of September. We're going back in a couple weeks just to kind of build that community, get parents involved, get families involved, have a good time. It also lets, as you've seen from Michael's videos, it lets parents and other people kind of understand our personalities.
That's right.
And build those relationships, which is a huge part of, relationships. I think that was mentioned once or twice in the Hive,
So true. All right, let's see who we have here tonight. Speaking of like making connection with the community, I'm gonna start off with Amanda Gray, who's calling me out here. She says, "Mr. Matera, that's a pretty giant glass of tequila." Just water, Amanda. But I absolutely love it. I gotta keep my wits about me tonight. We have Jennifer Knox. I'm super excited to have you here tonight. So glad you were able to make it. Carol's here. Carol asked how we do teams. So the answer, we're going to get to that in a little bit, but really the answer is you'll all be on your own team, unless some of you want to have a side conversation going on, in another space. Definitely you guys could connect, I don't know, via Twitter, DM or whatever, but you're going to want to keep those discussions to yourself, so to speak. Let's see who else we got. Adam Marino here, drink in hand and ready to show that I am more than just a pretty face. Trivia master. Not really.
He's much more than a pretty face.
And Adam, I dig you coming to so many Hive Summit events, as well as being one of the speakers this year. That was fantastic. Kathy Sue made it. Kathy Sue, that's like 3 for 3 on today's events. That's amazing. Carrie, glad to have you here. Hopefully you had a good day. Let's see. William Wooster, good to have you here tonight. William, I did want to say, I want to reach out and let's chit chat a little bit about gamification and see if we can do like a Zoom sometime. Phil from the East Coast there, buzzing in. Ryan's here. Welcome. Natalia from Mexico City's here. Fantastic. Whew. All right, we got a great group. Angie made it. I dig. This is awesome, people. Thank you so much for making it. I
do want to throw out there, too, that I think Kathy Sue is one of the people who broke out of the Hive. Is that right? And if I'm not mistaken, Angie broke out. I know Phil broke out, right? And trying to think of who else did. I know this Buzz Hive Master guy pretty well. He lives in my house, and He's, Jennifer broke out too. So we've got kind of, I think we've got some people who enjoy the world of puzzles and trivia, and it just warms my heart.
So true. I got like another specific shout out. This would be the greatest thing ever sent to my mailbox. Natalia says I can send you a bottle to fill it in reference to Amanda Gray's comment from before. So, please, I don't
Send away.
send away, send away. Let's see, Kathy Sue. I agree. This is awesome that you're trying a new event. Again, this pushes us to possibly do things in our classrooms and thinks a little differently. Carrie says, will the breakout be open through the weekend? Yes, I'm planning on keeping the videos open through Saturday and Sunday, because why not? We have a weekend, people can catch up. So, Chuck, that's fine, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I'll ask Buzz. Buzz, what do you think? Yep, he's good.
He's good. He checked with his good
Talk
friend.
to each other in my head.
That's nice. All right, let's bop over. Well, first I gotta tell everyone. So we're gonna have to sign up for our team. So what I need you to do is, if you look in the description down below, it says see below for resources. So you gotta click show more, or you might have a little down arrow. It depends like what size your device or window is, and then it expands the full description of the video. And in there you're gonna find a couple of links. First link is for you to register your team. Only one person on your team needs to register. So if you guys are doing some sort of side Twitter shared group over there, only one person has to fill it out. If you're all on your own, which is definitely how we kind of thought it through, that would be, then you'd each be going there. On that page, you need to create your team name, and you need to create a unique pin for your team, because we need to know what answers are yours, and then we're going to use that on the answer sheet. And the pin, the way we sort of assumed we would make sure there's no overlap, is if the first two things of the pin are your initials. So for me, it would be MM and then 3 numbers. So like, but it needs to be 5, like total, right? So MM, whatever, 1, 2, 3. Then that would be my pin that I'm going to use for all the answers moving forward. So that's all you need to do on that page. After we get that set, I'm going to sort of copy those in to our sort of spreadsheet that we're using to sort of manage this, which brings me to the next link. The next link is the one you're going to want to have up throughout. That's going to be the form that you're going to do to submit your answers. And Chuck and I will walk you through those for sure, how that works. So you're just going to have that queued up. And then the third link, Chuck provided sort of a printout if you happen to have a printer at your home. I actually do. I'm one of those people that have one of those things at my house.
I have one, and it's wireless. Hello, 2020.
That's amazing. Mine has the capability
No
of being
wires.
wireless. I can't figure out how to do it. I can't get it to connect to my Wi-Fi no matter what I do. So mine has that ability. Still wired though.
But I would say, let me interject that answer sheet, you don't necessarily need it, but it could help you in a couple areas, because there's some things that are kind of hidden in there, some surprises. But you can also just use a blank piece of paper. There's also a couple times that we're gonna be on our honor system, HonorBrite, Snakebite, so that you're gonna probably want to have a piece of paper down and write things down too. So it doesn't hurt to have that answer sheet or a piece of paper that looks kind of like it.
I just have to change one thing. I had a setting wrong. Boop.
And as Adam asked, yes, Adam, the voices in my head are all pretty much simpatico. So we're in good shape there. All right.
All right. I should have fixed it, so now you should be able to put letters and numbers in there, and it should restrict you, I think, to 5 is my hope. Maximum character count is 5, so 2 letters, 3 numbers. Oh yeah, they're coming in now.
And Natalia, did you find out where you need to go?
Oh, was there a question? I am sorry. I was fixing the sheet here.
Yeah. So I'll just put the.
Natalia,
in that chat there.
he can throw it in the chat, but just a reminder. So down below, literally, like you got your YouTube window down below. You know, in the description of the video, it says like, see below for more, and you should either have a box that says show more, and it should expand the whole thing, or possibly off to the right, there's a little down triangle, and you push that, and it pops open a whole bunch of more information. There's a lot of YouTube videos that puts a lot of things down there, so knowing that little trick,
Yes.
is a worthy thing to know.
And now you know. And knowing is half the battle.
So true.
Who said that? Or where's
G.I.
that from?
Joe.
Thank you. Trivia 1. 5 points, Mr. Matera.
Awesome. I like this. I like this game already.
Watch out, Cobra.
That's awesome. All right, so oh wow, there is a team here. Ooh, this is impressive. All right, I'm gonna copy these over, and if any other ones, I'll put a little colored line here so I know where I left off in case more come in.
And while we're doing this, if you could pop into the chat there just real quick where you're coming from so we can see if we can do a maybe a 4 time zone trivia, which would be nice. At least 3 time zones. 2, 1. 1 time zone would be like, the basics. Because of course we know the first person who really was put. No, that was daylight savings time. Time zones. Why do we have time zones in the United States? Good question.
Trains.
When did they start from? The Transcontinental Railroad. 5 points, Mr. Matera.
Boom! Do you hear that, Adam? Trains.
Dr. Harv's from Malaysia. Give me a break. This is awesome.
Michael's here. This is fantastic.
We got William Worcester from my home state of Michigan. Yep, right here. I know Midland's right over here, right? I was from Troy, the city of tomorrow today. Still am, but I say Milwaukee's home now. And I was going to wear some Lions gear right here, William. I don't know if you're into that, but I am a Lions fan. Sorry. Enter joke now. Angie from North Idaho. That is awesome. Phil from Jersey.
Carol
Amanda
asks,
from Nash Vegas.
Carol asks, wait, do we sign up on the Google form even if we are solo? Yes, because this is sort of registering your team for us. And mainly I need that PIN number from each team. So you definitely do it even if you're solo. Lions for life. I feel your pain. Oh.
Me and you, William. Roar.
Roar. All right. So I
Gabby
think
Sue from the left coast too. Awesome.
let's
do it.
I think we're good. I'll keep checking back on that in case somebody else joins. All right, so now you guys want to have that other answer document up. And again, only one person from your team needs to have that. You're only submitting one as a team. So some of those that chose to be a whole team, that's fantastic. I love it. But only one submission from your team. All right, so Chuck has come up with, this is Chuck's mind right here. Chuck, actually take over, explain this piece here. This was a fun little thing you put out.
And that does kind of look like my mind with all the different letters and voices kind of talking to each other. But so this is the Hive Summit Trivia. And I tweeted this out yesterday and today, and I got 3 responses for what each one of these letters, what brand or logo each one of these letters comes from. So I do want to throw out, and we've got to add it in there, but I'm pretty sure I want to get it right, that Amanda, Jennifer, and William are going to start off with 5 points here because they sent me what I feel is enough information on these. But take a look at these logos right here. Can you think of what any of these letters are? Like real quick, can anybody pop in the letter H?
Drop it in the chat, people.
I'm going to just pop it in the chat. I think my favorite is the M down here, but that H is, of course, Yeah, the I is holiday, or the I is definitely Kira is definitely icy. No, the H is not Hilton. It's Holiday Inn. Very good. That V, of course, unless you're a MasterCard or American Express holder, the V is Visa. The E is da 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 da. Yeah, there we go. We got ESPN there. If you go through Summit, most people got the S for Subway. Okay. The U is what can Brown do for you? Definitely UPS. That first M is Miller, because I am in Milwaukee, Wisconsin right now. The second M is the first M of M&M's, from Mars, definitely. The I, I'm trying to think, was that the hardest one? Did anybody get that I in Summit? The I in Summit might be the toughest one. The IBM in the bottom one on trivia is the I in IBM is deaf. Amanda is right. That is from IHOP.
Boom, Amanda Knox. I love it.
Yeah, that is from
Amanda.
IHOP. The T is make a run for the border, Taco Bell. And then on the bottom, most people got I think most people have already chimed in on the bottom there, right? With the T-Mobile and the Toys R Us. All right, the IBM. Definitely the third letter, the first I in trivia. I didn't see anybody got that one. The one that's blue and yellow. Did anybody get that I?
The I in what?
Carol's got it. That and Maggie. That is IKEA. Correct. Yeah. All right. The V is Valvoline. The I is IBM, and the A, of course, is Adidas. If Michael goes to the next slide, you'll see it all makes sense.
Boom.
There we go. All right. So, Michael, if we can start William, Jennifer, and Amanda with 5 points, put that in there somehow, because you got the mathematics in there. That's great. Mm-hmm. And then we'll move on to the next slide, and we'll get going here. Okay. So, this is trivia. It's based on Sporkle trivia. I kind of added some things, but as Michael moves to the next slide, he'll show you that kind of gives you the idea that we're going to do 10 general trivia questions. Okay, 10 questions. For each question, you can wager 1 to 10 points. But, and it's a big but, not like my big butt, but it's a big but you can only make the wager once. So once you've wagered 10 points on something, you can't wager 10 points again. So obviously, you think you know it, wager the 10 points. You're rolling the dice, wager 1 point, okay? You can only wager a given point value once. Within those 2 general trivia questions, or those 10 general trivia questions, there will be 2 bonus rounds. Pay attention, that's all I'm gonna say. When we're done with that, we've got 2 visual rounds. Those visual rounds, you're going to look at the screen. That's going to help you write the answers. And you're going to write the answers down for those visual rounds. And we're just going to use some trust with you. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then there's the game changer. That's the final round. That's your final Jeopardy. That's your lay it on the line. That's pushing it all in. You know, what are you going to do? For that, you can wager up to 50 points. Okay? So the winner will get My Undying Love and Affection, which is really worth its weight in gold, which is
priceless.
About 208 pounds.
I've been striving for that for years.
You've already got it. You know, it's about 208 pounds of gold. So there we go. But I've been working out, you know. Mikey, go ahead and click the next one. Again, you can keep track using that doc right there if you want to, or something like it. So if you just have a piece of paper, the way I've done this sometimes too is folded a piece of paper in half. The reason why this page might help you out is so you can keep track of how many points you wagered. All right. You'll notice that there's 2 bonuses. Those bonuses, you're not wagering any points. You get it right, the points will come to you. So I think you'll understand where I'm coming from when this is all going on. Okay. So without further ado, we just need to talk about the rules real quick. So go to your next one, Mike.
Bam.
So when we walk into our school at University School of Milwaukee, where Michael and I teach, and we're starting back on September 1st. We walk by this common trust rock. It's a big, huge rock. I've tried to lift it, threw out my back, was not good. That was part of my workout regimen, didn't work. I bet you Adam can lift it up though and press it a couple times. But anyways, every classroom has this too. That we at the University School of Milwaukee, our community, we agree to interact with each other with respect, trust, honesty, fairness, and kindness. Okay, so we're really going to focus on that trust and honesty today. Kindness, I don't know. I might get a little, sometimes I get a little sarcastic, but we're just kind of making sure that, we're not Googling or anything like that. And to be honest with you might not have time to Google. You got a minute for each question, but just try to do it on the up and up like you would at any kind of trivia game. That's all I got before we get going on here, Michael. Anything you want to add?
Have a lot of fun. And, I am going to say, because I've done this in our trivia with Chuck at school, be on the lookout for things you could use in your class, like what we even did while we were waiting. Just that alone would be kind of a fun thing to do with kids. So just keep, there's some things in here.
Yeah. So if anybody, or if everybody could just real quick say, let's go in the chat. So we know we've got enough people ready to go. You've got a pen, you know what you're doing. Just go, give me a let's go. All right, see, Dr. Harv's from Malaysia. DR, ready to bring it on. Let's go. Okay, you ready, Mikey?
I am ready.
Okay, so again, 10 questions, general trivia, 2 bonus questions in there. Let's hit the first one. Oh, actually, go to the next slide. These are the categories. Just if you wanted to hold off on something that you think might be beneficial to your trivia knowledge. Okay, but we're going to do a question on holidays, music, literature, games, and the body. Another music question, money, jewelry, Star Wars, and television. All right, those are our questions or our categories. So let's get going right away, Michael.
Oh, sorry, I had to add a few more teams to the sheet here.
Perfect.
Which is good news for us. Here we are.
All right, here's question number 1. After I read it twice, we'll have a minute timer. Texan-born General Ignacio Zaragoza is associated with what holiday? Texan-born General Ignacio Zaragoza is associated with what holiday? Go for it, Mike.
Boom.
And remember, you're not answering this in the chat. You're answering this on that form. Do we have anybody from Texas here?
Ooh, yes, we do.
That's where you can get that tequila, Michael.
That's right.
Or as I like to say in college, tequila. All right.
All right. So I think
I'm looking at yep, we've got answers coming in.
So my only trouble with you telling me to give 5 points to these people is I don't know some of your team names to those associated people.
We'll need to know, but I think we can guess that William is WW 747. So we'll need to ask William and Jennifer and Amanda what their team names are. If you can pop those into the chat as well. Plus, you guys are going to want to say what your team names are, so you can start throwing shade at each other, right?
That's right. So I have. All right.
So
when they let me know.
So we have time. All right, we have time. That's it. And ooh, Billy's Bees. I like that. So the answer is, of course, go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
The answer is... Next one.
Sorry. Fixing
That would be Cinco de Mayo. Yes, it does. Now, a couple people put in the Battle of Puebla, which is not the holiday. All right. So I think I'm going to hold off on that unless they want to argue with me on the chat. But the thing I want you to know, think about this, is Cinco de Mayo. All right. So that's question number one. Let's go to question number two, Michael. Question number two is all about... Oh, I think I put music. I had made a mistake. This is about comic books. This is one of my favorite questions. William Marston, the inventor of the earliest lie detector, also created what lie detector carrying superhero? All right, we'll say it again. William Marston, the inventor of the earliest lie detector, also created what lie detector carrying superhero?
Kablam.
Go ahead and start it now.
Minute.
This is a good one. Oh, I love this one. It's not my favorite trivia question, but this could be top 10. Partially because of the irony.
"14 seconds, people." Angie asks, how do you wager? So on a sheet of paper, I would write down 1 through 10, and those are your options. And in these 10 questions, you can only use each of those numbers once. And so if you really are confident in a question and you think you know the answer, you can wager 10, but you can only do that once. So you cross off that 10 because you never want to have a repeat. Because if you have a repeat, no matter what, your score of that question is going to be 0. The software won't let you use the same number twice. So,
Yep.
So that's how the wager works. I absolutely love this trivia kind of thing because it's allowing you to sort of self-assess on that answer. And eventually you'll only have like one option left. So on that separate sheet of paper, write down 1 through 10. When you use one of them, cross it off. And on the answer sheet, say like, I'm answering, here's my pen. I'm going to wager 10 points. Put in the answer, submit.
All right, we've got answers in there, Michael. I think we're all set. We've got one that came in from the first question.
Yeah, so I'm going to look up who that is on the...
I don't think they had a first question answer, so...
Yeah, but I want to, not remind them, but they might have joined a little late, so I might tell them to, speed up the video so you're actually in present time with us.
Right. Oh, that's right. They could be late. That's right. So I'm going to give them credit. So the answer is, if you want to go ahead and fast forward it there, buddy.
Oh, sorry. Looking up who that person is.
The answer is, of course, Wonder Woman. All right, Wonder Woman. And I do want to give a shout out to Team AG100. I'm guessing that's Amanda because she put Wonder Woman's rope of truth. How about that? Guy lie detector threw in Wonder Woman's rope of truth. You got to love that. That's great. All right, question 3. Here we go with question 3. This topic is literature. In what classic novel would you find the main characters of Athos, Aramis, Porthos, and D'Artagnan? In what classic novel would you find the main characters of Athos, Aramis, Porthos, and D'Artagnan? Go ahead with the timer, Michael.
It's a boot.
And again, everybody, thank you for participating. This is the first time we've tried this out. First time I've done it through Skype too, so it's kind of fun. First time I've done it with a co-host better looking than me.
Whoa.
Then again, you're my only co-host I've ever done it, so that's, I'm not saying too much about you there, Mikey.
That's true. I couldn't get too excited on that.
Looking good, looking good.
Hmm.
And Mikey, between you and me, I'm looking for the leaderboard here.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. I'm trying to fix that in between here.
Okay, cool. Just so you're on it.
Yeah.
All right, I think, is everybody in? I think we've got everybody in. It is not Othello. It is not the Odyssey. It is, of course, the Three Musketeers, even though there's 4 of them. Why? Ask Dumas. I don't know. And I also just want to throw out there, Three Musketeers, not the best-selling candy bar of all time. That would be Snickers or Reese's, depending on your definition of a candy bar. My problem with the Three Musketeers, real simple. Too much nougat. But that's a different story. All right, let's go to question 4 here, Michael. What video game earned the most annual revenue, $2.4 billion, of any game in history in 2018? What video game earned the most annual revenue, which was $2.4 billion, of any game in history in 2018? Timer starts now.
Boop, boop. You see, I did that sound effect for free.
That was very good.
As, you know, that's no sound effect pack. I didn't pay for anything on that.
Carrie, I'm good. I'm with you on the paydays. Adam, I got to say, Three Musketeers, too much nougat. And what's really the difference between the Three Musketeers and a Milky Way? Except for, I think, a strip of caramel. I don't know. Yeah, it's the kind of the ribbon of caramel. I listened to it on Business Wars, which was very good. Hershey versus Mars. I suggest that one. It's a good one. Like, who knew that E.T. saved Hershey? All right, how we doing here?
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, looks like we got a lot of answers in. Okay, it is not World of Warfare or Warcraft. It is not Madden. It's not Minecraft. It's not one of my favorite ones, Galaga. Oh, I love Galaga with the elusive triple ship that didn't really exist. The answer is Fortnite, which of course boggles my mind because Fortnite is a free game, right? Yet my son plays it, and I think I've thrown down about $100 on stuff. So I get it. You get it. I somehow get how to get money.
I was saddened because it wasn't my favorite, which is the Legends of Zelda series.
I know you love your Zelda.
It's so good.
And I love Mario and Donkey Kong because when he jumps, he goes, phew. That's kind of cool. But anyways, all right. Number 5. Let's go to number 5 here. Question 5. What is the hardest substance in the human body? This would be the body. What is the hardest substance in the human body? We're going to start now.
Ooh, I'm glad we put that little... Maggie, I agree with you. Zelda is the best. Oh, gosh, I could talk about Zelda a lot, especially the original.
How about Burger Time? How do you feel about Burger Time?
Burger Time. I dig it.
It was kind of a fun one, right?
How do you feel about like some of the Atari games like Pitfall?
See, you know what? I didn't have Atari. I had, believe it or not, the Magnavox Odyssey, where every game was a ripoff of an Atari game. So instead of Pac-Man, we had Casey Munchkin, which was the same thing. So, yeah, until I got ColecoVision, that's when I got Donkey Kong and Zaxxon. Oh, and another one of my favorites, which made it into the movie Pixels, Q*bert.
Q*bert
was great. I don't even know if that's what he sounded like, but. All right. I'm going to be pretty nice on giving out the points here on this one, Mikey, to let you know.
All right.
Because there is something specific that if you Googled it, which you didn't, because of course you're following the common trust, right? If you Googled it, you'd find what this is. I think, is everybody in here? We ready for the answer? Is everybody in? It is not carbon. It's actually not your bones. It's not fingernails. The answer is, go ahead, Michael. Tooth enamel. So we are accepting enamel, of course, because it's the right answer, and we're accepting teeth because we're, it's the spirit of the hive, we'll say. Bzz. But the key answer is tooth enamel. That's what you want to know, tooth enamel, when you use this with your students, okay? So we've got 5 answers or 5 questions done. All right. And when do you want to show a leaderboard, Michael?
Let's do a little leaderboard break right here.
Okay.
This is what we got right now. So but I will admit this only gave the team differentiated drinking the 5 bonus points for contacting you, because I don't know who those other teams were and I was in the middle of fixing something. So if somebody put it in the chat, I apologize.
So William is Billy's Bees. But I think he's got more than that.
Well, there's Billy's B and then there's Billy's B. So.
Oh, maybe he doesn't though.
So maybe he's got the 8 points and then the other one's the one he's not using.
Yeah, I think so. All right, so we're good there. So, all right, so let's go back to the game. So this is the fun part. This is where I love these kind of questions. All right, so we've had 5 questions, okay? So here's the deal. You've got a surprise bonus here, okay? This is a surprise bonus. What I'd like you to do is I'm going to pop a URL into the chat here. Okay, once you open that URL, you have 2 minutes to unlock. You're going to have to copy and paste it. You have 2 minutes to unlock a lock. You should have every piece of information you need to unlock the lock. There is the trivia bonus, Hive Trivia Bonus 1. Copy that URL, paste it into an open window, and see if you can unlock the lock. Once you do it, you've got 2 minutes. I'm going to go get another beverage.
Where's the URL?
It should be in the on the bottom of the YouTube chat.
I don't see it.
Does everybody see it?
Did you make sure you put it on the YouTube chat, not the other chat?
Yep, I got it on the YouTube chat. All the way to the bottom.
I don't see it yet, but maybe they do.
It should be a bit.ly, because it says I don't see it, but I'm above that. Try it again. How about now?
Nope. Here, give it to me in the chat window, in our chat.
Okay.
Copy
It's the one on the far bottom there.
Breakout. Bonus 1. Yeah, it says bonus 1.
Maybe that's it, huh, Michael? Or Adam? Maybe I'm not doing it to all.
No, I got it. Do you guys see mine?
Yeah. So why isn't that working, Mikey?
I wonder if you're not allowed to
put in links because I'm on my school account.
Could be. Let me go up here. Let me see if you can do it. Give me a sec here.
But anyways, there you go, gang. Once you hit that link that Michael put on there, you've got 2 minutes to try to figure that out. Have fun with that. All right.
Chuck, can you try one more time to post the link? I just want to see if it works.
I think now I can because I just got a little monkey wrench on there. Did it show up now?
No,
It changed me to a blue monkey wrench.
That's what I think of you, buddy. Blue monkey wrench.
Well, you know that. I'd rather be a socket wrench.
Nice.
Much more versatile. Although a monkey wrench is like a one for all.
Natalia says she forgot her pin. Let me see if I can look that up for her. Natalia, what team were you? Oh, I know what team you were. Figured it out.
Remember, you got 2 minutes once that baby gets going there. We're going to try something else here. I'm going to go to a different... what if I do it on...
I'm curious if it could be a YouTube setting that like only the channel can put out links.
Or it could be our it's our school. I'm on my school account there, so I go to my personal account. Did that show up?
Hang on, I was...
And Carrie got it. Those sirens are not for me, I promise.
Ooh. How do you know how do you know Carrie got it? Oh, just because she said done?
Yeah. So I'm trusting her.
William, clueless.
Remember, I like to hide things. It's so fun. Angie didn't break out. So this is honestly something that you can do. This little thing right here, something you can do with your kids. It could be an entrance ticket. It could be an exit ticket. Breakout EDU. I do love my breakout. I'm a little addicted. Don't know what I'm going to do without being able to do physical breakouts, but digital breakouts work out well. A breakout EDU, you can make a one question quick breakout. Free 50 free, my favorite flavor. Give it a try. Breakout EDU, good stuff. Yeah, Carrie, do it. Seriously, it's so much fun. And what's the cool thing, Carrie, is you can get a right off a Breakout EDU for every one of them. You can get a QR code.
Oh, nice.
So, like, if kids are mobile, if they got iPads or whatever, zoop, comes to them. They got 2 minutes, get it done. How fun is that? All right, so I think, are we 2 minutes in?
We are 2 minutes in.
All right, so...
you want to hit next?
So, real quick, Carrie, what I want you to do is go to... you want to go to... put in... If you got it right, you should have seen a little code to put in. All right, if you got it right, it should have said something that you wanted to type in. Just if you want to type that into the form, we're going to give you the 5 points. I don't know, hopefully that makes sense. You do not need to submit your sad results in Google Forms for that, William. But I appreciate the self-deprecation because I'm a big fan of self-deprecation. I'm actually really good at ripping on myself. All right, so actually, yeah. So tell them how this one works, Michael. So we had 5 questions, right?
We have 5. Oh,
we had 5 questions. So if you go to the next slide, these were the 5 answers.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And the link sent you to a 5-number clue. So if you look at those 5 answers. And then you click your next slide. These are the 5 numbers. We got Cinco de Mayo is a 5. Wonder Woman is a 1. Three Musketeers is a 3. Fortnite is a 4. And Tooth Enamel is a 2. 51342. What do you think? You like that one?
I love it. That's fantastic.
What do you think? What do you think? Anybody want to put in the chat? Or are you just throwing darts and daggers at me? All right.
Oh, puns.
Yes, Phil, I am punny.
I could not get the Wonder Woman part. 2 out of 5. 40%.
All right.
Nice job, William.
I'm glad you guys liked it. All right, so for our next 5, I'm going to tell you that for the next 5, there's another bonus question, could be something similar. You just got to pay careful attention. But let's go with the next 5. Let's go, Michael.
All right, so we're back to general trivia.
Yes. All right, here we go. So question number 6 is, I believe...
Did everybody submit their bonus?
Carrie did. She put it in. She got it. So she gets those 5 points.
All right.
Nice, Carrie. That's awesome.
Okay, so we're ready to next question?
Yes. Question 6. It's music/Oscars. Okay. Elton John had 3 songs nominated for a 1994 Academy Award. Circle of Life was one of those songs. What was one of the other 2? You just need to put in one. He had 3 songs nominated for a 1994 Academy Award. Circle of Life was one of them. What was one of the others? You've got 1 minute. Go for it. It's good sound effects there.
I am telling you, full of them.
I think the score sheet's working out pretty well here, Michael.
I'm glad. I have to credit
The immortal Jason Strains.
Yeah, did you see that? He came on. That's pretty awesome.
Is Jay Bird on there?
No, like I literally texted him and I said, "Hey, we're live. Can you help me fix this thing?" And he's like, "I'm on it."
Oh. Yeah, Jay Bird's a spreadsheet aficionado, savant, may I say.
Yeah, but that's just super nice.
Yeah.
Get that kind of support immediately. All right, so we are out of time. Are we ready for this?
We've got most of it. I'm not sure who AC 514 is, but they're singing the song, which would be great. I'd love that. That's why I wish we could put this in there. Maybe you sing one of them and I sing the other one. What do you think? Huh? Which one? You can claim one of them there. I think we're in. I think everybody is in pretty much. So it is not Rocket Man. All right. But I believe he did win an Academy Award this year for a song from Rocket Man, if I'm not mistaken, with Bernie Taupin. It is not Candle in the Wind. Oh, our princess, Diana. It is, go ahead, Michael.
The Bam.
Hakuna Matata, or Can You Feel the Love Tonight? Who was singing Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That was the... That was AC 514. All right.
Just getting back, Carol, you said you couldn't remember what you put down for that.
Angie was, yeah.
Carol, 7. You wagered 7 on that. All right.
90s childhood, Maggie. Holy smokes. Am I dating myself? 1994, I almost had a child. All right, let's go to the next one. Question 7. What can be found inside the triangle on the reverse of a U.S. $1 bill? What can be found inside the triangle on the reverse of a U.S. $1 bill? Timer starts.
Timer engaged.
Yes.
Bloop. Bloop. Look at you with the sound effects.
I know. Yes, the reverse of the $1 bill, which actually is not a bill, it's a Federal Reserve note.
Ooh, Carol knows this one. What are you wagering, Carol? What do you have left to wager? Ooh, Carol wagered.
Ooh.
Carol wagered 10 on that one.
Carol threw it up. Will's got it. Big Billy's bees. Ooh. We're getting lots of good stuff. We got this one, yeah. Throwing a question about money and everybody's got it, right?
A little bit. Jennifer Knox. I was an adult in the 90s. Boo hoo.
Jennifer, I was an adult age. I don't know if I'd call myself an adult, though. I think there's different things going on there. All right, so I think we've got whoever. Somebody's got to put their team pin in again. Whoever put "My kids say Illuminati," can you re-enter and make sure you have your team pin in, because you didn't. And I want you to make sure that you get the points. You wagered 6 because that's a good answer too. Because everybody got it right. The answer is, of course.
Oh, sorry.
The answer is the Eye of Providence. But we'll just take an eye or an eyeball. That's cool.
Phil says
good.
Phil says he forgot his pin. Phil, what's your team name here? Let's see.
Phil, I think you're PC 255.
Believe in yourself, team. PC 255.
Yeah, I think he's PC 255. He's the only P out there.
Oh, that's right.
All right. Let's move to question 8, buddy.
Boom, let's do this.
Question 8. What do we got for question 8? Question 8, I believe, is jewelry. What are 3 of the 4 C's of diamonds? There are 4 C's of diamonds. What are 3 of the 4 C's of diamonds? Timer starts now.
I know this one, Chuck, and you know why I know this one?
Shopping for me?
No, because I remember from one of the trivias we did together.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It's recycled.
Wow.
I like this one.
I thought it was a good one. And just so everybody's clear, I got it wrong before.
3 of the 4 C's.
I think when we played it, though, you went for 4 of 4. Because I know 3 of the 4.
I might have been mean. I knew everybody then. I'm just trying to be a little more. I'm trying to be a little more friendly to the Hive.
I dig it. It's summer. We all have a little
Plus,
summer.
they haven't been stuck with my personality for a full school year plus.
I gotta say, Michael from Malaysia here, you are our current leader right now. Doing pretty solid here with 47 total points.
All right, I think we are in. I think we're pretty good there. So everybody's got theirs in. There, of course, are 4 C's, and I think we got all of them covered there. Go ahead, Michael, with the answer. The answer, of course, is the cut, the color, the clarity, and the carat, or weight. All right. Every time I see carrots with diamonds, I always think of Bugs Bunny with carrots, and hey, how many, when he was fighting gold in 24 with the Black Jacques. I'm sorry, I'm digressing here. But that's what I do. I'm a history teacher, right?
Okay. We ready for Q9?
Let's do Q9 here. Q9 is about Star Wars. In the Star Wars franchise, which movie had the highest box office gross worldwide? Out of all the Star Wars movies in the franchise, which movie had the highest box office gross worldwide? And that is at the time. It's not adjusted or anything like that. It's at the time. Which movie had the highest box office gross worldwide? Go ahead with the timer. The timer's on. Here we go.
Natalia, I'm out. I don't know if you overnight and delivered that or put it on a Concorde, but wouldn't mind it.
Are you out of your little sipping tequila there?
No. But I wouldn't mind it. I like tequila.
Like I said, tequila. Makes me feel funny. All right. So in that Star Wars franchise, many movies. What's your favorite Star Wars movie, Michael?
A New Hope.
Yeah? Or as I like to call it, Star Wars.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Because I saw it in the theaters.
I like that one a lot.
All right. Mine is definitely Empire Strikes Back. I think that's kind of like and I found something interesting about Empire Strikes Back. The reason why Han Solo was frozen in carbonite in Empire Strikes Back, because he did not want to do the third movie. So it was in case they had to kill him off. Harrison Ford didn't want to. He's a curmudgeon, though, that dude, I tell you what.
Yeah, I know he didn't really want to do it. I know he wanted to be killed off.
Yeah, so then he just decided to do, like, you know, a more recent one or whatever. But anyways, in the Star Wars franchise, what movie had the highest box office gross worldwide? We've got a few answers in there, but, ooh, this is going to be a tough one. Actually, I'm going to tell you this. Ooh, I love this type of question, Michael.
No one?
Nobody got it right.
Nobody!
The answer is, go ahead. It is The Force Awakens. Yes. The Force Awakens. All right.
And there were some big wagers there.
How about that? Yeah.
Team differentiated drinking.
Yeah.
Just took the lead. Michael,
Force
you're
Awakens.
2 points behind.
Jennifer, Force Awakens was the first one of 7, 8, 9. So it's number 7. That's when we meet. It's when we meet Rey and Kylo Ren and Poe and Han Solo comes back. Carrie Fisher comes, or Princess Leia comes back. It's a good one. But yeah, Force Awakens. How about that? All right, question 10. Here we go. Question 10. SpongeBob SquarePants is the longest running series on what network?
Michael's calling you out. He says, you said at the time, for inflation, New Hope is the largest.
No, I said not adjusted for inflation.
There you go. That's what I heard.
Yeah, not adjusted. I believe, right, if you adjust for inflation, New Hope would win, but that's why I said not adjusted for inflation.
All right.
SpongeBob SquarePants is the longest running series on what network?
Amanda, poor Jar Jar.
Yeah, poor Jar Jar.
I will agree. Phil says he thought that would be the highest, and I kind of agree that you'd think that just because it was the longest span since another Star Wars, so there would have been this like big build-up, like the new Star Wars is coming out.
And it was at a time when, if you compare it to A New Hope, as Michael kind of brought up, the ticket prices are different.
That's true.
All right, looks like we got this one pretty much covered here.
Ooh. Phil bet his 10 on that one. Phil, you're catching up.
Yeah, and you know what Phil said? I really thought the movie featuring Jar Jar would be the top. I think because it got kind of negative reviews and The Force Awakens got such high reviews. I remember when the Jar Jar movie came out, and it was not highly thought of.
Michael, luckily I wagered 2 on the Star Wars, which brings me up to the point that that's what I guess I love about this, and think about doing it in your classroom in terms of wagering points. So it's kind of allowing kids to self-assess how much they know, how confident they are on that particular question. I dig that as opposed to just saying all questions are 2 points or whatever. And
both Michael and I have done something like this as well, but we've done it with poker chips, which just kind of, it just amps everything.
Everything,
up. It's it's pushing it in. All right, so SpongeBob SquarePants is the longest running series on what network? It is not the Cartoon Network. It is, of course, Nickelodeon.
Kathy Sue says she has not seen any of the Star Wars movies.
Oh, Kathy Sue, you are the kid that I make fun of in class. I'm sorry. I would respond to that. Are you not cultured? And Ryan, you'll understand this too. I say the same thing about Indiana Jones. If you haven't seen Raiders, you're
I do
it's like don't talk to me for a day. I actually blame their parents.
Not even Caravan of Courage.
All right, so that's questions 6 through 10. But then there's another surprise bonus. I'm going to put this URL in the chat. Michael, I put it in our chat as well. I don't know if it's showing up or it's going to show up with me, but it's a similar thing. All right. So let's see if you can use questions 6 through 10. All right.
It worked now.
Did it work? Sweet. Let's see, and see if you can shape an answer. You have 2 minutes. to shape an answer. And if you can, you should be in good shape.
Ooh. Now I don't need to put a timer up on this?
You can, just almost for us, because once they click on it, we can't see their work. So you'll have to put double timer there. And I'm going to run real quick and get another beverage. So keep them talking, Mikey.
I will do. Will do, everyone. I am having a good time. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight.
How you doing, buddy?
This has been super fun. We have a few more things left, and there's some pretty awesome surprises for your classroom here. William says, every time, do you have that friend who won't watch it because it was so popular? I will admit I am sometimes that friend for certain things. Like, I'm just kind of like, can it really be that good? No way. No way can it be that good. Whatever it is. But sometimes it is. Sometimes it really is just that good. Dang. All right, let me push the button again. Gotta assume you guys are one more minute. And you are putting this in there for bonus 2 when you're doing the drop-down menu if you end up getting the answer there. All right, we see some. All right, Amanda Gray got it. Or did your team get it? I mean, it's tough to say. Tough to say, that team. All right, we got a few that got the bonus question here. I forgot what its value is, Chuck.
This is 5.
5? I will change their wagers then, right?
Yep. So let's see how we did here. Ooh, I like it. Check that out. All right, so of course, there, if you want to click forward here.
William tells you those were reasonable clues, Chuck. Those were reasonable clues.
Thanks, William. I appreciate that. But I hid those in the questions, so that's kind of fun too. Like you gotta, I just kind of mix things up a little bit. But go ahead with the move forward there, Michael. Those are the answers, but actually those aren't the answers. Those were parts of the question. We had the circle of life. We had triangle on a dollar bill. We had diamonds, Star Wars, and SquarePants, and of course those are all shapes, which leads us to.
Sorry.
Yep. Which leads us to the circle, triangle, diamond, Star Wars, square, star, square. That is your code. Again, Breakout EDU, easy to use, fun, super cool. Good times, good times, good times. All right, so can we get a leaderboard score there real quick?
Let's do our little leaderboard update here. We are doing quite well. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit.
Oh, looking good. It's working.
Yeah. So, raining cats and dogs. That's they battled their way back up. That is a really close game, though.
Yeah, that's good. So we've got 2 more fun rounds to go, and then the game changer. This is I think you'll like this next one, and this is one I think you can use in your classes. Okay, so what we're going to do the next 2 rounds, by the way, total honor bright snake bite. So if everybody kind of looks at the screen right now, even though we can't see you, we're pretending we can see you. You got to go honor bright, snake bite. Okay, honor bright, snake bite. That's straight out of Happy Days. Because what you're going to do is you're going to write down your answers or whatever, and you're going to tell us Are they going to enter how many points they got, Michael? I think they're going to enter.
So,
right?
Chuck, how many is each question going to be worth this next time?
I believe each one of these is worth 3, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. So what Chuck and I are trying to tell you is for this round, we're not going to have the ability to sort of grade you individually.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see sort of 6 questions on one sheet on one screen, and we're gonna give you a longer time to sort of think through these 6, and you're just gonna write down on a sheet of paper those 6. Then after, we're gonna say sort of time's up, and then Chuck and I are gonna go through the right answers, and you're just gonna score your own sheet. And then at the end, we're gonna say, take whatever amount you got and go on the answer sheet and submit a value equal to your right answers times 3, because each question's worth 3.
Right. So I think the easiest way to do it is just to do it here. So go ahead. So these are called movie invisibles. So you're going to see 6 scenes from a movie, like this first one.
Boop.
All right. So you need to think of what movie is that from. We're going to go about 5 seconds on each one, and then you're going to see all of them. So this is number 1. What movie is that from with the characters being invisible? Which I'd love to take credit for, but I didn't. I didn't make them. I found them. I'll show you where afterwards, but it's kind of cool. But again, so that's number 1. Here's number 2. What movie is this from? Number 2.
And again, we are just going to go through these right now. You're going to get another chunk of time to look at all 6 at the same time.
Right.
This is just
so that's number 2.
This is like a little preview.
Here's movie number 3.
The wager now isn't really a wager. You're literally just going to put in the total points you got correct on this one, Michael. So when you're all said and done, you're going to submit that, hey,
Yeah.
I got 5 right, and each one's worth 3 points, so 15.
Number, I think I have that listed as number 4, but I've got these numbers wrong. I messed up the numbers, Michael.
That's all right.
But I think you guys will get it. You'll understand. So this one right here.
Natalia, hang around for Chuck to tell you the website you can do these from. I use these with my advising when I was doing my Zoom or my Google Meet classroom. Yeah. And we'd start with one of these every day as kind of like a bell ringer to the digital classroom. It's super fun.
And then the last one, Michael?
I think I just put...
I think we have 2 more.
I just put this one up.
Yeah, this is number 5, I think.
And you want me to go to the next one?
Give that one a couple more seconds. That's a good one right there, I tell you what.
That is a great movie.
And then the last one. There we go. So I apologize for messing up the numbers. That was Chuck's fault.
It'll be correct on the next one.
Yeah.
And that's the one we'll teach off of.
All right, so you've seen 6 movie invisibles. Go ahead, and these are the ones. So basically, you're not entering these. You're just writing these down. We're going to give you a minute to write them down. You probably have written them already down, hopefully. Hopefully, you're going to get a 6 out of 6. And then when we give you the answers, you're going to total up your points, and you're going to enter them. Remember, honor bite, snake bite. So go ahead with a minute there, Michael.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I was enjoying all these invisibles. I think they're so awesome to look at.
I love them so much.
Is this 4 or 3? Carol, not sure what you mean by that. They're worth 3 points each, if that's what you mean.
Yes. Yeah, each one's worth 3 points.
Amanda Grace is challenging all of us, saying their group has a little Twitter chat to prove their honesty.
Nice.
This is good. Amanda, I trust you.
William's got 5 out of 6 positive. Slam dunk
Positive,
right
locking
there.
it in.
I like that. I'm guessing the hard one. I think the hard one is number 4.
That stumped me.
But I think the hard one's number 4, and that goes sort of to my high school. I graduated in 1987. Yeah, I'm that old. It's the white in my beard.
Jennifer Knox calling you out, saying, no, that's easy. Well, she said,
nice,
no,
Jennifer.
it's
See, Phil, there is no useless movie knowledge because you just found it useful.
That's right. That's right. I dig it, Chuck. I dig it.
Exactly.
Carrie, I agree.
All
If
right.
you're doing this solo, I mean, as Chuck knows, I did a lot of these solo back in the school days, and I would have taken any bonus points at that point.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just want to start in the chat real quick. Can anybody put in number 4?
Number 4, he's going straight to the top.
Did anybody get number 4? And anyone want to pop it in the chat? Top right.
Let's see. Brr, drum roll.
Not Spy Hard.
Ooh.
Ooh, good call though.
Yes, you can give the answer.
Yeah. We're basically saying everybody's done now.
Everybody's done. Pencils down.
William, not Easy Rider. Good guess, but not Easy Rider. Not Easy Rider. I think all you got to do is, you're going to see it. You're going to go, yeah, sure. Unless you never saw the movie. All right, so go ahead. Here are the 6 movies. Number 4, of course, is Purple Rain from the Great Prince.
Yo. How about those other ones though? So.
Oh yeah.
So what people have to do is on the answer sheet, select Invisibles, and then you can put for your wager the number you got correct times 3. And in the answer box, if you want, you can write Chuck and I a message. You can just put hello. Yeah. It doesn't matter as far as this, but you can write us a little message, a cute little message.
Well, Adam, you got Nerds, the Revenge of the Nerds wrong? Oh man, so good. Remember when Little Wormsley kind of did the wave? I loved that. And along comes a lambda, 4 feet tall. So good.
All right, let's.
So Jennifer, we're going to put in 12 points for you. Natalia got 6 points. Kathy got 9 points. And then I'm going to pop in. That link hopefully works now. So that is FilmWise. That's where I got all of those. And that is a really, really cool site that you can use. Now, you got to go through them. If you're going to use them with your students, you got to think of what movies do they know or whatever. And some of them are just like, there's like so many there. And they have a contest every week. But it's pretty cool. So as you guys are doing that, I'm going to go get my plug because I'm running out of juice here.
Ooh, Chuck's dying. I will say, though, the Invisibles, go to that site or bookmark that site. It has hundreds and hundreds of these, and sometimes I didn't like they have them in like sets of like here's today's trivia, here's 10 of them, and sometimes I would just grab this one and that one and kind of screenshot it and kind of build my own for my students, and I just made my own slideshow with all of theirs in, but kids really dug it. And then I also would suggest, being a gamified guy, I like having sort of an ongoing score. So, having a score for a month or whatever and have it reset, or every 2 weeks and reset to give kids a chance, that is something I would do, and it's super simple. So definitely bookmark that site. Let's see, what did I miss here? We have this was fun. We're not done. We got another round here.
Yeah. Another round and then the game changer.
That's right. And then your like Final Jeopardy wager moment. All right, so moving on to this next one.
Okay, so I am a nerd. Let's just like throw it out there. All right. And I just love state quarters. Okay. Seriously, like total nerd. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to show you 6 state quarters, and we took something off of each one of them. What you want to do is you're going to write these down again. This is not typing in. Write them down. Honor bright, snake bite. Everybody do it with me. Honor bright, snake bite. All right. You're just going to write them down what you think is missing. And for everyone you get correct, you're going to get 3 points. Now, Michael and I, because we love you guys in the Hive, and we're not trying to be too cutthroat, like with my faculty, I say, screw you, like I'm guessing a number between 1 and 8,000. No hints. Wrong. We're going to give you a hint for each one. The hint might help you, might not, but here we go. So you're going to see 6 quarters, one at a time, just like the movies, and then you're going to see all 6 at the same time, and that's where you can kind of process everything. Sound good?
Sounds
all right,
good
so
to
let's
me.
go to the first one. So our first one, what is missing at the top there? And the hint is Hive.
And I just want to say, Michael, who's living in Malaysia, from Australia, good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Michael. We'll throw you. I mean, Michael, if you had like
from New Zealand. From New Zealand.
If I had a side chat with you, I'd just say this is the answer. Or like it rhymes with California.
If it makes you feel any better, when we did these quarters at school, a bunch of us got it wrong. So, Michael, you might tie these people.
Yeah. I did do a trivia once for Summer Spark, and somebody complained, said the stuff was too trivial.
That's trivia.
So you don't have to put the timer up on this. We can move to the next one.
All right.
Because they're going to have all 6. So here's number 2, and the hint is step. There's also hints already on the quarter, but the hint is step. You know that one, Michael?
I'm sitting here thinking, like, what is it? Step.
Yeah, look at the whole quarter. It gives you more info. I hope these are hard. I like these.
Michael's going, I'm with you, Michael. I'm with you.
All right. Number 3 is, the hint here is read. You got to look at the whole quarter, and it should help you.
God. Michael, I am so sorry.
All right. Number 4, the hint for number 4 is hard.
I do know this one. Although, I don't know if looking at the whole quarter helps me on this one.
This one, the whole quarter doesn't do anything for you.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute, I actually know this one, and I don't see how this.
But the hint hard doesn't mean like, oh, this is a hard one. The hint hard means like something hard. I don't know if that helps or not. All right, number 5. Pit.
I know this one as well.
And another hint going along with Pit would be Dylan and Brandon.
Yes.
Sorry. And number 6. Golden. And that would be the great state of Wisconsin. Forward. All right, so you've seen 6.
Can I go to the next slide?
Yep, go to the next slide. These are all 6 of them. You've got a minute now to kind of write down everything that you can. Again, we're doing Honor Bright Snakebite. Again, the hints were for the one going across. The hint was Hive, then Step, then Read, then Hard, Pit, and Golden. Go for it. See what we got here.
This is the epitome of hidden in plain sight, right? Like, we've all seen these. Ooh, Michael.
Yeah, but like I said, I'm a nerd. I look at them. I'm living for them.
It's true, but it's one of those things. Like, at some point, I've looked at the Wisconsin quarter. At some point, I've looked at the Alabama quarter.
Yeah.
All right. Carol says she thinks she did all right. Phil says I think it did well. One I was completely unaware of.
Phil, which one are you unaware of? Type it in real quick. Ohio represent. Little college in Ohio.
Elizabeth, thanks for.
I love the balance there in the chat. Hi everyone, I love the Hive. Thanks, Elizabeth. Oh, I bombed this.
That is a follow-up comment. It's pretty awesome.
Like
Carrie,
the Alpha and the Omega.
If I was on your team, I wouldn't have helped out much. And Elizabeth, thank you so much for being part of the Hive Summit. All right, we ready?
Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so we're going to go one at a time. Again, count how many you got right. Each one's worth 3 points. Then you're going to enter your numbers. Go ahead for the first one, Michael. So the first one, the crossroads of the United States is the state of Utah, which is also the Beehive state, interestingly enough. That is where the Union Pacific and the Central Pacific met at Promontory Point in the 1870s to meet the Transcontinental Railroad, which ironically is 1,776 miles long, 1,776. That's trivia.
That's trivia.
So that's Utah. So Utah was missing. Number two, the answer to number two is a spaceman, or I would definitely accept Neil Armstrong, because he, of course, said a step for man, actually, it's one step for a man, one giant step for mankind. It wasn't one step for man, it was one step for a man. All right? But spaceman, Neil Armstrong, you guys take that. Number three, that is Alabama, I believe, right? The next one? Yeah. So the answer is Braille.
Oh, gosh.
Helen Keller.
Darn
It's the first of the state quarters that had a different language on it. And I believe of the 50 state quarters, besides like place names and things like that, the only other one that has a different language on it is Hawaii. So yes, but that's Helen Keller in Braille, which is kind of cool. And her statue is in the capital for the state of Alabama, the United States Capitol. Number four, that is Arkansas, and that is a diamond. It is the only place in the United States where they have found diamonds naturally. All right.
And so a lot of them, right? I mean, it's a big...
Yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, like hard diamonds. There's fake diamonds all over the place. Like I could make jokes about where they would put like cubic zirconia on their quarter. And number five is the peach.
Yeah.
And my hint was Pitt, and then Dylan and Brandon, because of course. Anyone? Do you know why, Michael?
No, I knew the peach.
Anyone? Dylan and Brandon? Why did I say that? Because Dylan and Brandon hung out at the Peach Pit on Beverly Hills 90210.
Nice.
Yeah. So great. So great. And then, of course, number six, Wisconsin, the third C of Wisconsin. We got cows, we got cheese, and we've got corn. An ear of corn. Interesting little trivia about that. There's two interesting trivias about the Wisconsin quarters, because I'm sure you're dying to hear this. The first one is there were some missed strikes where there's another leaf of corn or of husk on the corn, so it's like an error. Do you know how much those quarters are worth if you find one of those? Just guess, Michael. They're worth 25 cents. And then the second kind of trivial thing is that the people of Wisconsin voted to actually put a natural scene on their quarter, but this was overturned by the governor to get to this. So that's why we have the 3 C's. But anyways, so what you're going to do is you're going to put in your team name, and then how many you got right.
Team pin.
Team pin. How many you got right for 2 bits?
How much are they worth?
3 points each.
3 points each. So if you got 3 right, 9 points, right? You put that in. And then for your answer, again, you could write a little sweet nothing to us. Doesn't hurt. May actually help.
Yeah. We can throw points at anybody.
That's right, man. We're the
You
game
get
masters.
some points. You get some points. Everyone gets some points. All right. And while you're doing that, and before we close up, I wanted to thank Michael for letting me do this, put this together. I do love doing this. And if you are interested in even just like taking this this slide or this slide deck for a trivia for like faculty or friends or whatever, shoot me an email or a Twitter note. I'm at Chuck Taft. It's not very creative, and I'd love to share this out with you because it's fun stuff. And hopefully, you also can pull something out of this to bring into your classroom. Even little things like I've done the state quarters things for our grandparents and special friends day when we have, adults come in and kind of spend time in class. And I'm not going to necessarily teach a lesson, but there's stuff you can learn, right? But it's fun. It's kind of cool stuff. So hopefully you pulled something out of that Invisibles that is in the chat there as well. That Breakout EDU I think is a real fun, quick sort of exit ticket or engager. And if you're going virtual, again, like I said, that we're going to try to do it with our 8th grade. Think about doing something like this for the entire, or for like an advising group with their families, bringing people together, kind of building community. It's just good times, right? It's fun. And that's, learning is fun. That's what learning's cool. Learning's fun.
Agreed. All right. We ready for the next?
I think so. We've got a lot of people in, so why don't we show the scores and we're going to get to our like final Jeopardy kind of thing, our final. And again, thanks to all of you for hanging through here. And this usually takes about an hour 15. But we had a lot of conversation at the start, which I really like, and I know Michael likes too. So we've got a game going on here.
We do.
I'm telling you right now.
Incredibly close. And remember, on this last round, it's like Final Jeopardy, in which you can wager. But this is the only aspect of the game in which getting it wrong is going to deduct those points. So careful.
Yes. So you are going to you're going to see a final question, and then you're going to come up with a wager, and you can wager up to 50 points. You can't push all the chips in. You can wager up to 50 points, which really kind of puts everybody in the mix. It really does, depending on what happens here, which I love. It's kind of, as my father-in-law would say, this is when the cheese is binding. Yeah, I don't know what it means, but it sounds great, doesn't it? So here's the game changer. So first, you're going to see the next slide. This is the game changer. Last question of the whole thing. All right. And again, thanks for hanging with us. I hope you're having a good time. Go ahead, Michael. So it's the final question of the game. You can wager anywhere between 0 and 50 points. You're going to wager first on that. The next slide will give you that thing. But the category is, are you ready for this? The category is U.S. geography.
Again, Michael.
Sorry, Michael. I would have totally done New Zealand geography, but then I would have had to look at everything up. But U.S. geography. So you're going to go into your answer form, the answer form, and go to the next one, and this is where you wager. All right, make your wager right now. See, again, you can wager up to 50 points.
All right, so I'm just going to explain this a little further. So the way we had to build the spreadsheet, we needed to do this in 2 parts. So this round, you're making just the wager. So think Jeopardy. It's like you're writing down the value before
Trebek.
Before you hear the question. So right now, you're deciding anywhere from 0 and 50 points, and you're going to literally submit that in the sheet. And then we're going to show you the question, and on the next time when you submit the sheet, your wager actually doesn't matter what you put there, because the spreadsheet's only looking at your first wager for Game Changer, and it's only looking at your answer in the second time you submit that one. Yeah. So this works a little differently. So some people are using the answer right now to write sweet nothings to us. I like it.
Exactly. Go big or go home, Phil. Come on. Now, some people are a little bit cautious, but that's okay. You're allowed to do that.
A little bit cautious.
A little bit cautious. Won't say any names. Common trust. So everybody
Michael,
should get their wager in there.
You do lose points. This is the only high stakes sort of moment in the game. Only place where negative comes into play. And 50 is your max.
Kari's looking for a team name bonus, Michael. I love the pandering right there. I really do. I think that's fantastic because she's got an awesome team name. The Dogs and Cats, I believe, is hers, right?
She does. I mean, do you, as a fellow co-host here, do we give her 5 points there? It's tough.
I know. I don't know. Oh, all these things that we got to do. So don't look. Yeah. So I think we're kind of. Oh, this is good. This is a game changer. This is good stuff. I love it. All right. So I think, is everybody in? We should have about.
We're gonna have to change one. Whoever just went all in can't go all in. 50 is your max. So I'm gonna change.
So yeah, we'll change that to 50.
Yeah, I'm gonna change your 79 to 50, just so you're aware.
Okay, I think we're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we're good to go. Okay, are we ready? I do love this question too. I love them all, but this is a good one too. All right, and this is one I think that you can use with kids, like just any kids. Maybe 5th grade and up, whatever. If they've ever looked at the states, looked at the map, go for it. You can even have a map in front of it. But here it is. Here's your question. Ready? What is one of the 2 U.S. states that borders 8 other states? Say it again. What is one of the 2 U.S. states that border 8 other states? There are 2 states that border 8 total states. You just need to name one of them. And because we love you so much, here's the deal. Are you ready for this one? You can put in 2 states, and all you got to do is get one of them right. Okay? I'm making that. I went audible on that one, Michael.
You did. You want this to be a 2-minute question? We can let this.
That's all right.
1 minute.
So you could put in 2 states, and only one of them's got to be right. But there are 2 U.S. states that border 8 other states. You need to put in one of them. And again, now the points don't matter. You've already registered your points. Now it's the answer that matters. Good call on that, Carol. Yep, Carol's kind of basically saying, Carrie, that it's kind of like the A+ student asking for extra credit. Hello.
Whew. You do not want to look at the leaderboard right now, Chuck.
No, because I think it gets a little nutty.
Well, right now, so the way it's working right now is everything you wagered is all like subtracted right now until we mark that you get this next question right.
Which means it's working.
Right, it's working. But I was like looking, I was like, how are these people at these low scores? And I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It instantly takes it off.
Amanda, I love that excitement. OMG.
That's awesome.
So I think we might be waiting for one more. Are we all in? Timer's up?
Timer is up.
All right. So the answer is not Colorado. It is not West Virginia. It is not Ohio. It is not Indiana. It is not, there's one other in there, Oklahoma. The answer is, go for it, Michael. Tennessee and Missouri.
Whew.
Tennessee and Missouri. So we had a couple Tennessees, which was awesome. Good job on that one. Missouri, I don't know if Ryan's still in the house. He was here earlier, but I would think that he would get that one right?
Oh, Michael just became one of my favorite people. He says, yes, I'm having a bourbon. That's my drink of choice. That's awesome. I love that. Go team. So the winner.
Yep. Adam said all in 79 more points, except you only get 50.
That's right. That's right. Exactly. We did have to edit your points there.
And before we go on, Carol, the U.S. map puzzle, the wooden one, putting pieces together, that's my jam.
That is Chuck's jam. Puzzles in general are your jam. What are you going to do this year, my friend?
I don't know how I'm going to do it. Whatever. So, all right. So, should we do the final here?
Yeah. Let's bring up the leaderboard.
The leaderboard. Yep, the final leaderboard of the inaugural Hive Summit Trivia. It is team differentiated drinking.
But I gotta say, Michael, I'm impressed at 116, and there was some heavy U.S. questions there. That's I mean, we got a hand to him on that one, and whew.
All right.
Arg, so close. But again, you're drinking a bourbon, so kind of a winner in my book.
Yeah. All right. So, Michael, if you go back to the presentation, the slide deck, and just go to the last slide. All right. I wanted to just pull out and thank Michael for a great Hive Summit. I was able to listen to and watch all 9 ahead of time, and I got so much out of them. And shout out to Adam, who's in the mix here in the Hive and the trivia. I mean, Adam's yours was fantastic. I just loved it, and everybody's was great. But so much cool stuff. It was something for everybody. But I know how much time and effort you put into it. So congratulations on an amazing professional development experience for everyone.
Thanks,
I mean, the
Chuck.
first 2 were great, but this one was like, whoa.
I really appreciate that, and I was really happy with this year, and I thought it worked out really well. We reached thousands of people around the world, and Chuck every year has helped us do the breakout, and I think this year's breakout was fantastic, and some good clues. And then this year we added this trivia, and Chuck, what a fun night bringing people together. I think I hope we can make this one happen next year too, because this was a blast.
Yeah, it's good times. So, and thanks to everybody for participating. It was good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And good luck to everybody who is either has already started school or getting ready to go to school. But good luck. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay safe, and keep on getting active with the Hive. It's a great community.
Yeah. So everyone, thank you for being part of tonight's game. The Hive is sort of wrapping up. We're going to keep those videos going through the weekend. But after that, I hope you can continue to be connected to the Teachers Table community. We started that Facebook group. So if you haven't done so, hop over there and sign up on the Facebook group. Already some great templates shared in there, some great questions and answers shared in there. And then again, stay connected through the newsletter throughout the year. There'll be other Hive updates as well as some just playful updates and some good things happening through my network, and I really can't wait to sort of tackle this year and beyond with all of you. So, and that includes you, Chuck, which is at the same school as me.
Yes.
I'm excited. All right, everybody. You guys have a great night. Thanks, everybody, for making this night a super success.